Hello, I'm Andy, and here's a program called Best Vocation Talent, Skills. If you're born on the 6th of February. Before I begin, here's my email. Send me this email if you wish to know your next 9 years based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and importantly, reading your palms. Reading your palms is very special. It's the work of the soul who's writing and changing all these lines and signs appearing there. I'll show you if you like to play lotteries, how to formulate your own personal lucky lottery numbers. We'll talk more about this 90-minute session later. And so, born on the 6th of February, you have a wonderful Venus, which means you're born to be very creative. And the creativity can be used as a passion or a hobby or even in business. As a beautician or in the fashion industry, landscaping, or even interior decoration. And even in food, you'll be very creative. You could be very happy to be on programs on television. And that is how the talents of your creativity can be used for you. You have a wonderful Uranus planet, makes you very homely and very clever to use information technology. And you'll be able to use this to further your ambitions, whether as a teacher, whether as a scholar, whether in the area of business, whether in a job. So you're going to have a very exciting, creative life using media in every form, whatever, and you'll be very much at home with it. You could be a great inventor because of this wonderful Uranus, inventing new ways of doing things. And you have a wonderful Saturn position. You could be very lucky in the business of real estate. And again, you could use real estate in a very inventive way, creative way of how to sell property, how to show people property. And land is very lucky for you. So that's why real estate, selling buildings, selling land is very lucky. And also farming and agriculture. You could be very lucky selling that as well. And landscaping is something you could be involved in because you're lucky with land and you're creative at the same time. You have a wonderful Mercury position. You could be a great writer, you could be a great speaker, you could have programs on YouTube, anywhere in newspapers and magazines. And you'll be able to promote yourself for your speciality that you are in. And because of this wonderful Mercury, going into business and being business minded will be always on your mind because it represents income and money. So you'll be thinking of how to put your skills to make money. You have to be a bit careful that the planets of arrogance is very active. And so your partnerships in personal areas or in job areas or in business areas may have problems because this planet takes away your harmony, which means that the chances of having creativity with people is possible, but the harmony may not be there. So, what do? You improve your tolerance and you improve your teamwork for people. You have to do that. Otherwise, you get jobs, you get contracts, but you just can't work with people. And you are not a superman or a superwoman to be able to do everything yourself. So as you grow in business, and let me tell you, you can grow in business or in job very, very fast if you can correct this problem of arrogance and work well with people. You have to be careful that you can be very moody and very changeable. That's also not a good sign because that destroys partnerships as well. Your plans may be a little bit too big. So don't be in a great hurry to start things too big. Start small by all means and work your way upwards. You may be too daring as well and try to control that. So you have some problems which you can correct very easily, like dominating and wanting to be in control of situations. You'll be very good at what you do, and that sometimes is a temptation to have more control over people. That doesn't work because everybody has an independent streak in their lives. So try to be as flexible as possible. Well, there's so much going for you from what I can see. Your compatibility will be wonderful because you are very flexible in many ways. And you also have that mind which can be used for different reasons for different people. Your strengths are many. sometimes a little bit too much, where the desire for control comes too quickly. That's because you're excellent in your work sometimes, but it's no harm to be flexible with people, and that will help the tolerance with people work better for you. I'm going to give you some positive ages for you born on the 6th of February as an example of how cycles in your life are going to be. So all I know right now is 6th of February. I don't know your full date of birth, nor your time of birth, nor have I read your palms. But I can see a cycle of prosperity there at your ages of 15, 24, 33, 42, 51, 60, 69, 78, 87, or even 96 years old. As you approach these ages, you will see good luck coming your way. As you enter these ages, you will see rewards waiting for you. Just you have good cycles. You can also have bad cycles. And I'll give you an example. You have to be very careful at your age of 16, 25, 34, 43, 52, 61, 70, 79, 88 or 97 years old. You have to be careful because accidents of all kinds can happen: physical accidents, emotional accidents, financial accidents. And it'll get you into trouble. And as you get into these ages, you'll see everything crumbling around you. So when you see me for a 90-minute session, which will cost you only USD $50, I'll show you your cycles for your next 9 years, how to go for the good ones, how to avoid the bad ones. You obviously will be a very emotional person because you have the kindness about you. And this emotional side can win you a lot of support from people. You may even think one day to go into politics because you have the planets of skill, speaking and writing skills. And you're able to use the media very much to your benefit. And you're born on the 6th of February will usually be a person to be found attractive by people in one way or another. So you have all this going for you. And you can think of being a politician by easily. The physical side of you will always be very carefully done well because you'll be very particular of how you look, whether you're a man or a woman. I'm talking to you. And you will dress well. And because you will dress well, you'll be found attractive to others. And your personality character is going to be a very vibrant one in the sense that you attract a lot of attention from people. So always dress your best, groom your best, because people are watching you. You are born on a very special day, which is the 6th of February. Well, Dom, there's so much more I can tell you. I want to speak to you about your health areas. You have to be very careful of allergies like sinusitis and skin and other allergies. They'll come to disturb you a lot. And if you're a lady listening to me, you got to have your annual checkups on the gynecology areas. And the men who are listening to me must have the prostate gland blood tested as well. And you'll have to be careful of backaches, whether the neck area or lower back area. I don't want to go too deeply into the health area because right now all I know is 6th of February. When I do this 90-minute session, I will go intensely into your health areas, tell you at what ages all these problems are going to be, so that you can see the relevant doctors and become, as much as possible, looking after your health area. So there you are. This is your choose your best vocation by all means. You're meant to be born to be successful, that I can promise you. At what age that will come, in what calendar year it will come, is what we will see for your next 9 years. So here's my email. Send me this email and let's get down to business, you and me, so that I can spend 90 minutes with you and tell you your next 9 years, how they're going to be in all areas of your life, in the love story side, in the job business story side, and the health story side as well. In the meantime, remember that you're a very special person. And this speciality can be made even better if you see me for this 90-minute session. And in this 90-minute session, I will show you how. If you like to play lotteries, there's a system how to play lotteries. And I'll show you how to do that. It's not only lotteries, but financial speculation, like the stock market and the Forex and everything else. And I will also give you a lot of information in your next 9 years about how the success story is going to work and how you can manage it as best as possible. Well, I wish you a good life. Thank you. Goodbye.